Hi, my October 9th birthday babies. Come on in, because this video is all about you. Today, from the Secret Language of Birthdays book, I'm going to be sharing with you this fascinating profile about people born on your birthday. And now stick around till the end, because after the profile, I'm going to give you advice specifically for people born on your birthday. Let's get into it. There we go. So, October 9th is the day of the penetrating gaze. Those born on October 9th have the ability to see into the lives and events of those around them with an accurate, critical eye. Yet they are primarily heart rather than head people with an appreciation of human qualities that is very great. They themselves can be extremely attractive, exerting a strong magnetism on those they meet. Their intuition about others is often right on, but they may have a big blind spot when it comes to themselves, particularly when thrown off their balance in an emotional encounter. In a sense, everything is open to an October 9th person's view. So astute is their assessment of life around them. Yet, as mentioned, they can be very unrealistic about their own personal involvements, failing to see what is obvious to others. In this latter respect, they are prone to be enthralled, confused, hurt, or swept away by their emotions for one particular person. Later, they may wake up to discover that deciding for this person was not at all correct, and they have sacrificed some very valuable part of themselves in exchange for the love or affection granted them. Those born on this day can find themselves in a kind of Faustian, Faustian. Perhaps that's referring to an author, I think maybe Faust. Look it up if you so desire. Okay, so those born on this day can find themselves in a kind of Faustian contract, not only in romantic matters, but in other areas of life as well, where they sign away a measure of their personal control, not necessarily to the devil, but perhaps to Ahriman, who promises material comfort rather than Luciferian power. Again, look those things up if they sound like they pertain to you. The Ahriman is spelled Ahriman. Ahriman. I'm learning a lot through this process too, okay? I don't know everything. Although October 9th people are highly sensitive and usually possess artistic potential, there is no denying their physical side. Sexual attraction is an important theme in their lives, sometimes complementing, at other times working against, their religious or spiritual side. Those born on this day are indeed multi-talented, and the varied facets of their character, mental, keen observation, verbal, articulate speech, spiritual, devotional belief, and physical, magnetic, sexual, or sportive presence can at times pull them in different directions and must somehow be brought into harmony with each other. I know that's a lot. Remember that I'm reading text that was meant to be read and not spoken. So replay that if you want, but in the end I'm going to tell you a way that you can bring all those elements into balance like it just asked you to. To complicate matters, men born on this day have a strongly developed anima, sensitive, receptive, female side, and women have a strong animus, outgoing, aggressive, male self. Again, if that seems like a lot, I have a little tip for you at the end. Those born on this day are often found in professions where they can make use of their knowledge of human psychology. They have a great talent for guiding others to their full potential and showing how goals may be attained. Extremely encouraging and positive to those they serve, October 9th people must learn to navigate their own course with comparable skill. Also, they themselves must not be ashamed to ask for advice or help. Their blind spot concerning their behavior can be overcome with patience and inner work. above all, those born on this day should beware of carrying around unhealed psychological and spiritual wounds, and in general procrastinating, i.e., not listening to their inner voice and taking decisive action when circumstances cry out for it. Whew. Okay, so it started off kind of light and then it got a little deep. So you may want to replay it. That second to last paragraph there talked about a lot of things that I've been having breakthroughs with, especially this year. And so I want to share them with you. And I probably will include something in the description that I worked on this year, and it may help you just to kind of keep it, like if you want to keep it on your desktop background or your phone background, just to have it visual and to check in with it every day. So we'll talk about two things. One is where it says, to complicate matters, men born on this day. It sounds like men born on this day have highly female aspects, and women born on this day have highly male aspects to themselves. Now, we both have masculine and feminine energy to us. We exist in this universe where we have daytime and nighttime every day. Day is masculine energy, right? We get work, we get work done. We sit at our desk, we read, we speak, we analyze, we use language. And then you have nighttime where things are a little more, we're a little more receptive. We come home, maybe we don't speak as much, but we watch TV or we watch a movie. We're receptive. We are in the receiving mode. We eat and we become very sensual. We drink, have some wine, have some beer, whatever. Enjoy the tastes and the flavors and the smells, and that's all very feminine. So again, we all have both of those aspects. Something that is becoming very kind of mainstream is this awakening for women that our society has been built by men, and thus we have become very masculine existing in these societies. So something that I do, and it's taken me a really long time to, I kind of had to force myself to do this because I can tend to be a little bit more masculine. I'm pretty balanced, but I can tend to be a little more masculine. And so I've had to make it so that during the daytime, that's when I get all my work done, all my left brain, logical, language oriented, linguistic things done. And then at night, I don't allow myself to do any work. I just don't. Like it, you at some point you have to cut things off. You have to say no more work for the night. I'm going to be, again, receptive. Instead of speaking, instead of writing, instead of projecting, at night I do reflecting. And that's where I listen more. I watch more. Again, I allow myself to be receptive. And with that, because of social media, I want to make this point here. If you can only remember one thing about being, masculine and feminine, I use these words a lot: projection and reflection, right? And with this projection, with this sort of masculine energy that we put out there, that I got this, and we curate our social media feeds to show what we want to show people, only the highlights, only the best stuff. There has to be, for your mental well-being, there has to be some place in your life where you allow yourself to be real. For me, that's the feminine part. That's the part where I do a voice journal every night. And that's not about me projecting. That's not about me saying, oh, today was a great day. This was my day. No, it's about me saying, you know what? I don't really think I hit 100% today. I really, I could have done better in these aspects. You have to have that balance. So I'm going to leave it there. Again, I'm going to share some stuff below and comment, you guys. I'm really passionate about this, and I can do an entire video on this with some visuals, because I know it can be a little hard to understand. So let me know if you want to see a video like that. I would love to make it, but I do have a day job, and I like to do all this creative stuff on the side. So I want to know what you guys want to see, because I'm really limited on time. Okay. Second thing, another thing I'm really passionate about, and I can go into more detail about it, and this is the part that's going to be in the link below. And it is about balancing the different elements within your person. And now here they call it mental, verbal, spiritual, and physical. And then they go into what that means: observation, speech, devotional beliefs, and your magnetism, or your sexual, your physical side. And again, I'll leave the link for the book that really enlightened me on this, which is something about emotions by Carla McLaren. I'm gonna link to it, and it calls the reader to consider that they have all of the elements of the universe within them. So earth, air, fire, and water. And now what I've begun doing every single day, because I know that I spend more time in the air, I spend more time in some elements than others. And I said, we have to get this in balance. And so air represents your mental faculties, earth, your physical faculties, earth, air, fire is your visionary, or your psyche, and water are your emotions. And so every day I check in with what is it that I'm working on, and are all of those things in balance to move me towards success. The one thing that I can say, the one of these, if you could really only focus on one of these elements, you have to balance your water. We are 80% water, and water relates to emotions. And if you want to see a video more in depth about it, I can make it. But emotion has the word motion in it. Motion means that is what is driving you. That is what is moving you. So regardless of all the other elements, if your whatever your emotions, whatever channel your emotions are on, whatever frequency they're on, that's where you're going to move toward. And the other ones, let's say for instance you have a project you want to work on. So your fire is your vision, the vision for your project. The air element are your thoughts. What do you really think? What do you really think about the project? Can you complete it? Can you not complete it? What are the general thoughts you have? It's going to be really hard for me to complete this, or oh, this is going to be a breeze. I really am going to enjoy this challenge. What are your thoughts regarding it? Earth are your actions. What actions are you taking to complete this? Are you taking any at all? And then water is the emotion. How does this make you feel? Does it not make you feel anything at all? Does it make you feel elated? Does it make you feel alive? I say go towards things that make you feeling alive, and then work a vision around that. The emotions are, and I'm not a water person, I'm a fire sign, but I'm finding out this year water is the key. Get those things in balance. Again, this is kind of a lot, and I can make a video with visuals. I would love to, and what I'm going to include in the description is a little visual that I've created from that book, so that you know how to get those elements in balance. I gave them to you in the context of working on a project, but there are other ways that you can keep them in balance every single day through doing activities that kind of nurture those elements. Okay, so I think that's kind of a lot. I don't want to keep you away from the advice that I promised you. I'm going to give it to you anyways. But I feel this was a lot. You'll know what resonated with you. You don't have to overanalyze it. You don't have to overthink it. Again, comment below if you want to see those videos, because I'd love to make them, but I want to know that they are, you know, of value for you guys before I commit to making them. Advice: develop your willpower. Don't be so anxious to please. Take your blinders off and make some hard choices. Never sell your soul or throw away what is most valuable in yourself. You will be the happiest when you guard your dreams. Such a good one. I love sharing dreams, but you got to be careful. Only share them with people who, pardon my French, are not going to shit on them. Okay? All right, so you've got a lot there. If you're watching this on your actual birthday, let's do a little toast for you. Cheers. Happy birthday. Oh, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.